Welcome back. As always, my name is Peter Boland. Now, if you're on our YouTube channel within the next weeks, you should get excited because the type of things that we're going to be adding is our morning meeting. So we do a morning meeting every single day here. We're going to have a total of 20 people on it, but I'm going to go over the daily coaching that I give my team. Some of it is communication based, other it's operation based, but it's going to be the things that we do and talk about every single day to help build our company to a $7 million behemoth that operates across a nation. Okay, so whether you're a small janitorial company of one, looking to get into the industry, or you're trying to take a company $50,000 and try to take it up to that 7 million range, we can assist you and we can help you out here, okay? But today is going to be one of the biggest questions that I get when people start off is they want to know, should we hire a subcontractor or should I hire an employee? What the difference is. I want to talk about pros and cons that you guys are going to have here, okay? Employee, what you're doing with an employee, you're buying the supplies for them, okay? So they are actually an employee in your company. You're going to buy the supplies. You're going to pay them on the 1st and 15th of every single month. You're going to have to remit taxes to the government. You are going to have to hold those taxes out, pay CPP, EI, pay types of government insurances, and you're going to have to give the government your taxes. Depending on how big your company is, you're going to have to pay those taxes bi-weekly, monthly, or quarterly. But nonetheless, it is going to be a pain in the ass because now you actually have QuickBooks information that you have to detail and keep. You have to track the information. You have to hold the money in a separate account, and then you got to funnel it to the government later on. But a positive of all of it is with an employee, you are going to remain in control. So you're going to be telling them what they're going to wear, who they're going to be in the who's going to be in the building, times that they're going to be there. You get to dictate their equipment that they use. You get control. I had employees, to be honest, we still have employees. Majority of our business is run off subcontractors right now, but for specific buildings, we have employees. The buildings that we have employees on are buildings that require a full-time person there. We have leadership and management over top of them. I need to control the processes of cleaning, and I need to control the cleaners a little more with when they do things. These are giant facilities we have that are, $30,000 a month billables where we have teams of 4 or 5 people in there. An employee aspect and basis of things is good if you want to standardize everything and you want to have a lot of control. We have gone to more of a subcontractor aspect. So if I go over here to a subcontractor aspect of things, we are looking at, they pay by invoice, okay? So they invoice you, you pay them when the money comes in, or you're negotiating when they get paid. This, I have to, as per labor standards, pay them a specific time. This, we can negotiate on payment terms. So for our subcontractors, usually it's net 30, sometimes 60, depending on the contract, but it's all negotiable. I like the aspect where I can negotiate with somebody on what they're gonna get, how much they get later on. And really, it's all about mental ownership over here. I put somebody in a building, I show them the building correctly, I set the expectations. We go over when we get inspections and what those inspections will look like. This is a partnership. I don't have to have a manager over top of this person. Everything's done running out of the office, provided we've trained them correctly on our systems and processes, and I don't have any issues, okay? So the biggest thing for me with moving to subcontractors was cash flow. When you're growing your company by $15,000, $20,000 in new clients every single month, this right here becomes the killer of the business, okay? Janitorial companies typically on top of, after employees and supplies and everything, you're 20, 25%. After you start adding office expenses, that number just starts to dwindle down slowly and slowly. So it's very, very difficult if you grow by 20 grand a month to carry the cash flow of new buildings. Now, I am out $0 and the client pays me, the subcontractor gets paid, and I still have a profit left over. Okay, so this is how we are able to grow from, 3 million to 5 million to 7 million without being broke all the time and still having money to invest in employees in the office here. This allows me to free up money to reinvest back into my business. Okay, so that's why we went subcontractors. So it really depends on what you guys want to do with your business. If you're thinking small and control, it's employees. If you're thinking massive growth, not taking a lot of loans out, but you don't need as much control on the cleaning aspect and what they wear because you're okay with scaling out wide and understanding that you're gonna have different people in, you create a process for training them across long distances, and you can do all that stuff. Subcontractors are the way to go, okay? But all in all, I'm gonna digress here a little bit for you guys. They are the exact same people. So the exact same person I would hire as an employee, I would actually hire them as a subcontractor. So don't get confused that I could just switch them in the middle of being an employee to a subcontractor. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm talking about their mindset and who they are as an individual is usually the same people. But really, essentially, that's the divide and that's the difference there. We use both. Just because you have subcontractors does not mean that you can't also have employees. You can have both, but you need to prove the strict difference for it, okay? Like, don't just call an employee a subcontractor, but they're really employees, is what I'm trying to get at here. So that is all I want to chit chat and talk for today. If you need more information, you can always call our office at 1-800-377-5572 and ask about the programs we have to help you guys out. Ask about a partner program. We're a national company across Canada, going to the US within the next year with a lot of our programs and everything. So if you guys want to be the first people to come to the US and help us out, we are excited for it. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, and hope you guys have a great day.